can't fucking be expanded.
Oh, well, whatever. So you cast Dispel Magic. Egg's hands pop back into existence.
Hands!
Oh, okay. I was ready to have to roll for it.
I know you were.
Okay.
Egg starts, like, grasping all over his body with his hands.
Do you stab yourself as you're doing this?
He's like... It's uncomfortable, but, like, the knife's just sort of in the way.
Sure.
Also, he unties the knife and then ties a better knot.
So
Like,
are you tying, like, with the knife still on there?
No.
You just tie a knot into the rope?
He unties the knot that's holding the knife in place and then reties it.
Okay, so the knife stays in place.
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's what I was trying to understand.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed this.
Do you stare at Madame Beldam as you do so?
No.
Each step of the knot.
This is how you do a knot.
One-handed even.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't work on a ship.
So, all right.
Good to have you back. I go to high five Egg.
Egg high fives him with the knife hand.
Oh.
It's been a long time since I made a player roll to deal damage out of stupidity. I'm not going to do it today either. Hopefully.
So I can make an attempt with Petalin, but if we get into any sort of combat, even after our rest here, I'm going to be pretty weak in a fight.
Pedalin's gonna be weaker if we leave her like this.
I suppose, but there's no guarantee that
Yeah.
with this one attempt I can get her out.
Mm-hmm. You can't, like... Yeah. There's no way I could, like, assist in any way, either.
No.
No. It might be safer to secure an escape route and then find somebody who could either give us more information or just outright help us do it.
I think what Madame Beldam is saying is that she can cast the spell again, but that means she's not going to be casting any big blasty fireballs.
So here's the thing, is that I could too, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, Caster's in a rough spot right now.
Well, some more than others, I guess, looking at the jar.
Okay, I'm gonna make the attempt on Petalin here.
Okay.
Are you casting Dispel Magic again?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to command my jar to pour its contents out back onto the floor to make sure that it touches the bits that were left in the grout.
Okay. Along with the black puddle of
Yeah,
goo?
that'll wipe off.
Okay.
Well, this is the start of something horrific. I'm in.
Can I, like, prestidigitate the goo away?
I don't think that prestidigitation is a centrifuge, no.
Well, like, if I had done that before to clear the
Well,
area.
he had already vomited into
the grout?
Yeah.
Alright, then we're just going with it.
Okay. You've poured the puddle in out.
Back onto the floor.
Yes. Okay. A nude, blind, deaf, tasteless half gnome stands before you.
Oh, god
Egg covers
damn
his
it.
eyes and turns around.
So, Petalin,
Cannot see.
Other than having a
Weird.
surprisingly large tattoo across
Whoa.
one thigh, up her stomach, around the back of her ribs, and over one shoulder
Well, this
of a
is
flowering
informative.
vine, is screaming her head off.
Yo,
Just screaming like a madman.
Okay, so here's
Fists clenched,
here,
eyes closed.
here's what you get to know, Pedalin. The entire time that you were a puddle, you were aware of yourself as a puddle. You had spatial awareness and could hear but could not see.
oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Pedalin continues to scream.
Yes. Now you
Okay,
cannot hear
uh,
or see or taste.
Egg chain
Can I feel my
grabber.
body though?
Yes.
All right, I pause for one moment to put my hands on my body and feel my physical form, and then I start screaming again.
Okay, egg chain grabber, Udinar, I'm gonna need you to do that vomit thing again. I'm gonna tell my jar to stand in front and catch it this time.
Okay, while he's like saying this stuff, I'm gonna grab her clothes and drape it over her while she's on the ground to just
Okay.
cover her up somewhat.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I'll like lightly pat her on the shoulder and then hold her in place.
Yeah.
She flails, grabs your wrist, and clings to it, sobbing.
So you feel the gentle breeze of his wrist.
And I, like-
Could come in handy one day.
Grabbing your arm and clutching
I
you
let
way
you.
too tight.
I let you
Okay.
pat you on the head.
All right.
Continue sobbing.
So I'd probably just be like on my knees, like where her head is on the ground or whatever,
Sure.
and just like take my hands from like a praying motion to whenever we're ready here with a jar or whatever the hell she wants to do.
Yeah.
I'll just take it
Okay.
from
Yeah,
a
that-
praying
I'm
motion.
gonna catch the black liquid into
Gotcha.
the jar.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take them from like just a praying motion together, and then just like slowly just like caress her head
Mm-hmm.
and
So you're-
cast.
Ooh, that was close. Okay. So she's gonna hork into the muscular jar.
Blech!
Yeah. And slowly your sense of vision, taste, and hearing begin to return. Trying to think. I wonder which one would have happened first. Okay, yeah, okay. So everything begins to return.
Pedalin is just standing there, clutching Chain's arm. Eyes wild, like looking around.
What should I call this jar in my inventory now?
A jar of black goo? I don't know.
I'll reassure Pedalin. It'll go away.
You. Gives a shudder.
All right, Petalin, what did you touch? What'd you do to make this happen?
I
This
just stare.
chain stole a flower.
I
don't know.
I
Do you
didn't
guys
do...
not remember? He got stabbed by that flower.
Oh, did he get pricked by it? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Pedalin just starts crying. I didn't do anything. Where are my pants?
They're over there. Where you left them?
I brazenly walk over to my pants, not
Oh,
covering
Meg turns
myself
around
up,
and covers
and I
his
begin
eyes.
to get dressed without covering myself.
Okay. I mean, the gnomish and elvish proportions might be a little strange to some, but who knows?
I'm
Somebody's probably into it.
beautiful.
Someone's probably into it.
All right, I'm dressed now.
Okay.
Egg turns back around. Also, he's done having this knife tied to his arm, so he unties it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the hidden blade.
It's not hidden.
The visible blade.
Okay. Can
What
I need a
the
breather.
hell
Yeah.
after that.
happened?
Don't.
Clearly, you guys fucked up somehow in there, because Udinar and I are perfectly fine.
Why?
I mean, we have our own
Probably your
baggage, but that's a
goddamn
different
ring.
story.
Does anyone else smell oatmeal? I smell oatmeal.
You were in the jar.
What?
That's why.
You,
They put you in the jar.
they.
I didn't
they-
put you in the jar.
Yeah,
There's
so
a,
you,
a jar full of black liquid just
yeah,
standing
with,
I
around.
with
know.
arms and legs.
I know you put me in the jar. I was aware you put me in the jar. I'm asking if anybody else smells oatmeal right now, because I. Oh God. I smell like oatmeal. God damn it. Ugh.
There are worse smells.
He's right.
Look on the bright side. You have hands.
Yes.
It's
Oh.
the best.
We all have hands. It's
We
awesome.
all have hands. It's great. Aren't hands the best?
Unanar is like
Alright,
trying
are
to
we-
like not fall asleep. He's just like drained for this moment.
Can we just take a breather, gather ourselves for a moment, and then get the hell out of this cursed place?
Sounds fine by me.
Yes, that would be
Mhm.
good.
Ugh,
Okay.
So yes,
ugh, my
I'd
mouth
like to
tastes.
take a short rest.
My
Yeah.
mouth
we
tastes like
gather ourselves.
garbage.
So on our short rest, maybe we should plan what we are going to do. Since Unanar is a newcomer, he doesn't really know what you guys
Yeah.
are wanting to do. But like we kind of finished off in a little bit of a rush last time, I show you that
Mhm.
I do have a map as I've been traveling, looking for places and stuff, and have been jotting down some of the places I've seen and maybe have visited at some point. So everybody has a map already.
How did you get in here? Because we took a ladder down.
And
I
that
took
letter
it-
doesn't exist.
Yeah, like I took the ladder.
Okay.
Was there by chance a dragon when you came down here?
I think I would have
No.
noticed having to sneak past a dragon, so no, I don't believe so.
So where are we right now on this map?
We're here, and I point to the map.
Ah, yes, here.
Yeah.
So, if you remember what your goal was,
Right, our goal is treetop ultimately.
right? But so from the elemental temple, which you guys should be able to see,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you met with Grills and then went into the giant territory into the mountains in the south
Okay.
because they're trying to retake Deadwood Cape.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys say like we're looking for treetop or whatever, I'll just like look at the map incredulously and be like, I think you took a wrong turn somewhere. If that's where you're
We-
wanting to go.
We had some things come up.
Haven't we all?
Right now, we need to get back to, oddly enough, a tall dwarf named Ed.
Okay.
Because Pippi here is his partner, and we have this magical item that we really don't want to have any business with that we need to get back to him.
Well, I wouldn't say that we don't want to have no business with it.
Did you see that guy? He was missing half of himself.
Well, yeah, but I mean, my spirit weapon kind of changed. So
We can ask Ed about that. Pippi was a little concerned too, and Pippi's a little knocked out at the moment.
He ate necrotic ooze, so
What type of
That
magic item
was
are
on
we
him.
talking here?
Just a big old fuck you sword that apparently sears people when they try and use it. We didn't ask too many questions.
I whip out the thieves' contract from my pack, and
You
I
have-
point to where it says the Sword of Aeons on it, right in the middle.
You have an item called the Sword of Aeons and you didn't ask about it?
Well,
I
he
mean, we
didn't
didn't
tell
know
us
what it
it
was
would
called.
Ed
Hmm.
didn't tell us that it was a Sword of Aeons. He just told us to get his sword back, and then we found this because we were pursuing the thieves, and then that's how we learned its name.
I see. Then I agree. We should discuss with this Ed what he knows, because, yeah, that sounds like it could be something important with a title of that magnitude.
He wasn't very forthcoming with information, but I think we can loosen his lips a bit with one of the other items we found down here.
Well, look, actually, this thieves' contract says fabled relic of Mordrak, the Sword of Aeons. Isn't one of the litanies that you have for Mordrak?
Yeah, I nod.
As in, like, a deity named Mordrak?
Yeah, I suppose so. So why
So
are we
this
giving
is-
this away to a large dwarf?
This is the sword of a god?
Well, he
Well.
made it, so it's technically his to begin with. So, I mean,
Did he make it, though?
we saw him working on it.
Wait, a dwarf
No,
made a
it
weapon
was-
for a god? And
No, we didn't see him working on it. It was just in his shop.
Udinar is completely confused and will allow the rest of the group to just continue talking while listening.
It was in his workshop, and then he was. Am I confusing it with my vision? Because in my vision, there was a dwarf working on this sword.
In your vision, there was a dwarf working on the sword.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that we don't take it back to Ed. I'm just saying that, you know,
Sure.
why does Ed have a god's, or supposedly a god's sword?
And then why does some farmer have a ruin that apparently goes into the sword? It's a lot of questions. We're gonna have to have a chat.
True,
And
and
Pippi knows.
That would be news to Udinar as well, as they talk about a farmer with a rune.
All right, so back to Ed we go then.
Okay, so would that have been our short rest?
Sure. Has everybody had a chance to look over the journal pages from the library?
I only
haven't.
read like the first and second one because I was trying to keep up with what everybody was doing.
So I mean,
Yeah,
out of
same.
out of character, if it's not shared with me by the group, I'm not going to read it because I don't want that information until after the session. In which case, I'll read it for flavor.
I think it was. I think everything but page 4 and 5 have been shared with everyone now. Is that right?
I handed them to Chain. I don't know
To
what
Chain
did with it
specifically.
afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd read them and then pass them along.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case,
So
I'll
then,
quickly
yeah,
read them.
So everybody has access to everything but page 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is just Madame Beldum, or is that Madame Beldum?
Madame Beldum and Petalin.
Okay. I just won't read those ones then. That's fine.
Okay.
having read all of them, now I have to parse in my brain which ones are 4 and 5.
I mean, it's fine. I'm sure you won't reference any of the material. At least nothing that you shouldn't have to. All right. So the group is moving onward. Is that right?
Yes, into the cavern to deal with the ladder situation.
And the idea is that the group is returning to Ed. That is the immediate
That
goal,
is-
yes?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. First treasure room,
Treasure room.
and then Ed.
Okay. So
Alright,
you
and
find
we gotta-
yourselves. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying we were gonna try and go back up the ladder that isn't
Mhm.
there.
So you find yourself standing in this, the large cavern with the secret library and the statue out front. The crumbled like the crumbled ruins of the pillar which housed the ladder that you descended from, lying not too far away. The ceiling quite a large distance ahead of you. I think we said it was 250 feet, something like that.
200.
200 feet.
Yeah.
I had it
200
written
feet
down
above.
because I have a plan.
Okay.
We need to gather as much rope as we can.
Well, how much rope does the group have?
I
I
have.
think like the last time we did the math, wasn't it like 360
Perhaps.
or whatever if everything was tied together?
Sure.
My rope is now slightly shorter because Madame Beldam cut off part of it.
It's a foot shorter.
Yep. I have a 49
okay,
foot rope.
Now that you have hands again, this will be much easier.
Nice.
We're we're gonna have to spend some time knotting the rope to make it easier to climb.
Sure. And since Egg has a background
Egg
as a
is-
sailor, I will require no checks. You can tie great knots.
Egg is very eager to use his hands to do a
Egg-
thing.
Go ahead and secure one end of the rope to this rod
Gotcha.
with a good knot, your best knot.
Only the best knot.
Only the best knots. All my knots are good.
Okay, Chain. Remember what you did in that big cylinder room?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do that again
You want me to fly up there with the rope?
with the immovable rod and then place it at like the bottom rung when it gets into the actual built-in
Oh, the
ladder
like built-in ladder.
and activate it so we have a rope leading up to this ladder in the cavern.
All right.
Are you willing to use your levitate daily?
Sadly, yes.
Okay. So
Well,
then
reluctantly. Let's go.
let's say that happens because it's a much shorter distance, so you can definitely make it. Chain affixes the immovable rod next to the tunnel above 200 feet above the group. The rope dangles down below, and it appears to otherwise be climbable thanks to the expert knotwork of the former sailor Egg, and it will be an easy climb up. So 2 checks from everybody, and so you can have advantage on them both.
Ooh.
What are we rolling?
Is climbing athletics? Athletic.
Two athletics checks.
Yes, at advantage.
Egg will go
Okay.
last.
Okay, Madame Beldam makes it up.
Whoever is the last person going up as well, be sure to deactivate the immovable rod, and I explained to them that there is a button on it that will turn it off, and bring that up with you.
Pedlin makes it.
Egg is going last.
Okay. I guess I'll go.
Udinar makes it.
I assume I don't need to roll.
Oh, are you just gonna float
Yeah.
on up? Yeah, then you're
Yeah,
fine.
I'm already up there.
Okay. I didn't know if you came back or not.
No.
It would have been silly, but you never know.
Egg's also going to tie the bottom end of the rope to himself so that he's bringing it up with him easily.
Okay. All right. Egg makes it. So everybody makes it up, which means we can do. I didn't leave anybody with vision here, did I?
Nope.
So now we get to test. I'm so excited. All this stuff I did.
Oh.
There's one. There's one. Are you guys able to see?
Which area of the map should I be looking in?
Hold on.
I'm gonna zoom out.
Anybody have a torch for the darkness?
Yes, I do.
I have torches.
Okay. Are you lighting a torch, candle? What are you lighting?
I'm lighting a torch myself.
Bam! Check that shit out.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
And you should be able to control it.
Cool.
Ooh.
We all can control it.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Who the fuck took my treasure?
So the first thing you might notice as you ascend into the room and light your torch is that all that remains are a few scattered gemstones in a single large chest.
Ugh.
Yeah, I figured.
It was probably those refugees we left up here.
Or it was Thame.
Well,
I mean,
Thane would have told them where all this was.
They
Yeah.
would have gone together.
Mm-hmm.
In a tizzy, I'm gonna go and like open up this chest and
Whoa, whoa.
see if there's anything left.
Yeah, it's full.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't matter. We can't carry it. It's heavy as hell. It's like 400 pounds.
Fuck you, we can't carry it. And I start immediately ritual casting.
Madame Bellum sets out her things in the circle around her and begins to do whatever ritual casting is. I don't fucking know.
I'm
Chant.
collecting the gemstones.
Okay. And so you get a pocket full of gemstones.
Well, the
A
sunshine.
Petalyn
pocket full of
sniffs her
shells.
arm to see if she still smells like oatmeal.
Nah. After climbing the rope, you smell more like rope.
Yeah.
Sweat.
Yeah. Man,
Egg takes about untying the ropes from each other.
I don't
Gives
know
them
what
back
it
to
is,
everyone.
but like I personally love the smell of like ropes on a ship.
Well, yeah, it's good. It's a good smell.
It's like
Should make a candle.
sawdust and sea salt and sweat.
Make a candle smell out of it.
They should.
Rope.
Okay, so the group does what for 10 minutes? I guess collects gemstones.
Collection.
Let's
Egg is
say-
undoing the ropes.
Okay, anybody? So Chain
Does
is
someone want to see
pocketing.
if the Hydra corpse is still there?
So Egg pockets, or Egg takes the rope part. Chain pockets shinies. What do Noodles and Petalyn do for 10 minutes?
I will take the madam's suggestion and poke my head out to see if the body of the Hydra is still there.
Pop on out, and the body of the Hydra is still there. I think you should be able to see it.
I cannot.
Um,
Yeah, I didn't have vision other than the torch.
you have sight.
I know I have sight. I just could. Okay, now I see it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's there.
Well, yeah, but you shouldn't need to move the torch. You should have vision. Like it's like
Oh,
dark
I can
vision.
see it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, now I can't see it, but now I can.
Okay. So yeah. So
Just
you
I
have,
just need to get closer.
so you have your dark vision.
Does it still have its heads?
It does.
All right. I will go back and tell everyone that it still has its heads.
And
Thankfully.
Udanar?
I would be probably helping Egg like pull up rope or holding it while he unknots and like feeding him ropes to just make it faster.
The thing that might surprise you in here, Udanar, is that it does look like it looks slightly different from the last time you were here. This was, or I mean, the latter, assuming you came up from the same point, was actually a nice chamber once upon a time, but it appears it has fallen into ruin.
Yeah, this seems like a little secret hideout we have here now. I just walked to it last time when I was here. But it's all like covert. You got to go through this giant cave-in.
All right, so floating disc manifests. We
Okay.
have a circular horizontal plane of force 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, that floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
All right.
Okay.
I need you fellas to lift this onto this.
Egg is game.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs one side.
Yeah, I grabbed the other.
Okay, so how much does this chest weigh? I know that Paul should know.
Oh yeah,
He had them all written down at some point.
I did. Let me look
I
that up.
believe this one was 400.
Do you know what session it was from?
The number? No.
Number?
I
No.
have-
Okay. I'll just
I
quickly
It was
look.
either 400 or 450 because I remember confirming for floating disc.
Okay, let me just go through my handwritten notes.
It's 400.
Oh, okay. There we go. 400. 400.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that the two of you could easily lift 400 pounds.
Mm-hmm. I
You
agree.
now have a chest on a disc.
And we will be on our way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any particular way that you would like to traverse through?
Well,
Should
okay,
we try
so
to?
with our retcon, we have the understanding that Thame went back to the refugee slaves, and he was handling that situation. So we shouldn't have motive to try and go back and check on them, right?
Agreed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we want to try to go through that other direction where the hidden goblins were that we ended up backtracking and not like past the jail?
Well,
Or
we
do
don't
we
know if
wanna just
there's
go out the
an
way that we
exit through
came?
that direction.
Well, it's going to be really hard for you to get this chest through the waterfall, so I don't know if you want to try and go back that way.
Wolf, would my
So we-
character have just come through the front door back then? Or was this
Yes.
place... Okay. So I would just suggest, like, why would we not just go out the door? The front door?
The front
What
gate,
door?
I think.
Mm.
Didn't we run into the chamber that we assumed was the front door and it was collapsed?
Yes.
I believe the front door doesn't exist anymore, Udinar.
Oh. Well, then I will follow whichever way you decide.
It's possible that Thame took the refugees and cleared out the way through the jail.
It's certainly possible. I just think
feel
that
like
we would
Thane
have a
would
li-
have been one to tread known ground, however.
Well, how badly do you want to try to carry all that treasure through the waterfall?
Waterfall?
That's how we got in.
Waterfall.
Interesting.
There's also
Well, we
that
got
troll
in-
there.
I didn't get in through the waterfall, but that's a
Yeah,
different
some
story.
of us were carried.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
So it's treason then.
I am the Senate. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about fighting a troll. That's what that was, right? That troll way back when.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, but we navigated around it before.
through a very skinny passage through which this chest will not fit.
That is true.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
I mean, we could fight the troll. It's fine.
Yeah, we've got Udinar now.
Excuse me, troll?
Yes, troll.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up.
Big scary troll.
What
Yeah,
did
the
you
king-
people
fun.
do to this
Eating-
place?
Eating people, scary troll.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
didn't do
great.
anything.
People. You might have been eating orcs.
Are
Wow,
orcs
you
not
racist.
people? How dare
I'm just
you?
kidding.
There's orcs here?
How long did you
Udinar,
get out of it?
It's been a long time, I think, since you've been here. So yes,
This place is ruins
there's
now.
orcs and goblins, and all the dwarves are dead. And
It was ruins when he got here too.
It was
Yeah.
yeah, but this is bad.
so
Alright.
anyway, I'm thinking through the jail just to see if there's an alternate route, and if there's not, then we'll do the troll.
I
Yes?
suppose
Yeah,
that's
I'll-
the only route we haven't checked.
I will follow you guys. So, yeah, I'm down.
Sure.
Fine. Egg wants to fight the troll, but he's
We'll
He's
put
not
a
gonna push
troll
it
as
or
plan
anything.
B
So wait. Where is everybody going?
through the jail, across the
uh-huh.
pit, through the jail
Yeah.
to Grandmother's house we go.
Okay.
No, we can't cross the pit with the chest.
Would you have
we
a floating disc?
It can only pass over like certain gaps.
Oh shit.
It's a hover disc. It's not floating necessarily.
Mm.
Troll it is then?
I guess. I mean,
It can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more.
can we at least look and see about the goblins? Like maybe they're not even there. Like maybe they left and now we could get out that way.
We have no idea what's that way. But
Like
if
we could leave the chest
you want
behind.
to go that way, I'm fine.
We could leave the chest on one side of the pit, cross the pit, go check out past the jail, clear those rooms out, and then come back.
We would need to wait another few minutes for me to recast the spell if that's the case.
I think we could spare 10 minutes if we, came all the way back.
I suppose it's. But if we do find a way out through the jail, how do we then deal with the pit?
Maybe we need a ladder. That worked
Yeah,
so
I've
well
had a
with
lot
a
of luck.
desk once upon a time.
I've had a lot of luck pushing things across ladders over pits. A lot of luck.
Because it could float across the ladder, across the pit, right?
Egg starts to look at the
Mechanically,
chest, wondering if he
would
could
that-
throw it.
Would that work mechanically, Wolf?
If there is a bridge, it can cross a bridge.
Would a ladder count though?
If there's a bridge, it would cross the bridge.
I feel like he's gonna say that, and he's like, "Oh, it falls off into the pit, gone forever."
What are we gonna do with this once we get outside?
What?
Sorry,
chest?
sorry. We'll deal with that when we get there.
Right. One problem at a time.
So is the option of just filling whatever empty packs we have up with the contents and leaving the rest off the table? Because this seems to be adding a lot of trouble to our journey.
But it's a lot of money, and we've been kind of strapped for cash for quite some time. Jane, come here. I know your backpack's empty.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
what's
weigh
up?
him down with 200 pounds of gold.
No, as much as I can just fit in the pack.
Go for it.
Oh,
And I cast Mage Hand so I can start putting 3
Oh,
handfuls at a time.
Hold on,
into
let me
his pack.
see. Is there a regular backpack load for 5e? 30 pounds.
That's awkward.
1 cubic foot or 30 pounds.
So you are now carrying 30 pounds of gold in your empty bag.
It's about 25.
No.
Bag's not completely empty.
What else is in there?
Well, he has a couple of pocketfuls of jewels.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Full jewels, my fine traveler's cloak,
Okay.
the
yeah,
painting.
Sure. Okay. You have a painting? The painting's not gonna fit in the bag. That's
He
like
took-
strapped
right.
to
He
the
strapped
outside.
the
That's right, that's
painting.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't count against the 30-pound weight limit.
I don't know how
Let's
much.
call it 25 for just easy numbers.
I mean,
how
yeah, 25 is fine.
Does that put us at?
We'll worry about
Three,
the monetary
300,
amount.
375 pounds of gold left in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to volunteer the easy solution here. I just want to say that there is an easy solution here.
Are we just being stupid and overcomplicating it?
Yes. Anybody want to burn some inspiration on it?
I think Egg is
I
the
don't
only
think-
one with
yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah.
So it's his call.
I don't really care about this treasure.
The gold is so good, though. You need the money.
Yeah.
Do need the
'cause
money.
We need to replace that super nice weapon you lost.
And
But
also
I've got this
our
bell
court,
staff. It's
and
okay.
also our mule and cart.
Oh right, that thing.
What do you mean? Oh, right. You were there.
That's out of character.
Percival.
Yeah.
Percival.
Percival's probably dead. Let's
Yeah.
let's be real.
His soul is not. And I'm still very upset about it.
It's probably been turned into an automaton. It's fine.
Don't you think I know that?
Son of a bitch.
For the good of the group, Egg, we need to have some funding. when we
How about
eventually
how
get
about
back
this?
to
I'm gonna
civilization.
give you the opportunity to save your inspiration. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. Suzanne and I are gonna feed the animals and let them go outside, and you guys can try to think through and find out what the solution of getting the chest across the pit is.
All right.